going to tell you a few brainstorming rules, guidelines, okay, that can be good for brainstorming. Whether you brainstorm alone or whether you brainstorm in a group. So the first thing is, you withhold judgment. Brainstorming is not the place to criticize any idea. Somebody writes something down on the whiteboard, somebody says something, that's not, and it's a brainstorming session, you don't say, that shit, that won't work, whatever. Brainstorming is about no critique, no judgment. Later, of course, you criticize, you judge, you laugh at it. But in the brainstorming session, it's about generating ideas, not criticizing. Second rule.
I think point fails every time.
That point fails every time. It's a really important point because for some people are nervous, some people are timid, more timid than others, have less confidence than others, but they could still have really good ideas. And those people won't be so expressive if there's criticism going on. So no criticism. Next one is to actually encourage wild and exaggerated ideas. Because you might have a very, very exaggerated idea, maybe, and you are afraid to say it. I doubt it. But the rest of the people might think, there's something in that idea. There's something interesting in that idea. So to encourage wild and exaggerated ideas. The next thing about brainstorming is it's about quantity and not quality. So quality, no criticism, good, bad, no. It's about how many ideas can you get. So a good thing for brainstorming is you have a whiteboard over there. The objective of brainstorming is to fill that board with ideas. Or if you have post-its, to fill the table with post-its. And then it's kind of like a game. It's not about criticizing the ideas. The next thing is to go into a brainstorming session with the motivation to build on the ideas of others. The objective isn't for you to get your brilliant idea out. The idea is for you to support other people, to help them express their idea. Ask them questions, ask them to clarify things. And that way, if everybody's doing that, then people will help you when it comes to your idea. And the next one is, number 5, everyone's idea has equal worth. That's really important if you're doing brainstorming with managers, with people who are higher up than you. Just because it's Nuria's idea doesn't mean it's better than your idea. Brainstorming, there's no hierarchy. Okay? So these are 5 really good rules for brainstorming, and you can apply this to yourself when you're brainstorming alone. Okay? Brainstorming should be about generating ideas and not criticizing. Does anyone like writing, like creative writing? Write stories or anything? No?
Yeah, we did.
Sorry?
We did, that will come in the other.
Yeah? But there's a really, I like writing, and there's lots of exercises for writers. To be a creative writer, one of the big things you have to overcome is your inner criticizer, or inner critique. Inner censor, thank you. Inner censor, to switch that part of your mind off. So one of the things to do is, one of the exercises is to take a sheet of paper and to put it over the screen of your computer and then write. And don't read what you're writing. And then later, you take away the page and you look at the text, and it can be good for generating ideas. My own personal piece of advice, this is very good. You're not just researchers, you also are cultured people. This is Dali, and Dali's in the bath. Idea is, get out of your usual space. If you always go to the same room to brainstorm, that can make brainstorming a little bit more difficult. Go to the cafe, go to the park, go to the forum, and sit down, and that can generate ideas by being outside. Okay? The most important thing is, go analog. Brainstorming, I love computers, I'm a bit of a geeky nerd as well. I've looked at every mind mapping, brainstorming software imaginable, believe me, and it's just, they all suck. They all suck. Paper and pen. If I'm on the train and I have an idea, I have a notebook, typical little moleskin notebook, I take it out, I write it down quickly. If I think, oh, I write it on my iPad, I take out the iPad, I think, which software will I use to write it down? The interface gets in the way. So go analog when brainstorming. You're all digital researchers, I'm sure you all know this. Like, the technology is great for organizing and designing, but for brainstorming it doesn't work. The keyboard gets in the way, the mouse gets in the way.